with my groove crew, my fight fans. YouTube Championship Wrestling is back. Yes, and right now we got a last man standing match featuring Bruce Lee and the Shogun of Harlem, Shonuff. In the match after that, on the card, the $1 Million champion El Santo will be facing off with Paul Heyman's guy, the man, the myth, the legend, the homicidal, genocidal, suicidal, human highlight reel, Mr. I've broken more bones in my body than Evel Knievel and Cactus Jack combined. This is Sabu. And they'll be going for the $1 Million championship. A match after that, Jackie Chan, extreme, extraordinaire, stuntman, whatever you want to call it. This man is no joke. He's done it all. Damn near killed himself in just about every movie he's made. You know, so we got him facing off with my man here, with more taste than a can of Spam, Honky Tonk Man. And that match later on after that will be Showtime, Luis Guzman facing off with Hollywood Hulk Hogan. All right, the LES King to take on the Steroid King. And in a submissions match, both men in their primes, Bob Backlund and the Human Suplex Machine, Taz. In a Falls Count Anywhere match, Vampiro versus Austin Aries. And invoking his title rematch against the living legend himself, Bruno Sammartino, is the one, the only, the franchise, Shane Douglas. This shit's gonna be a humdinger. So sit back, relax, and check out the facts. It's about to go down. We're here in Cincinnati, Ohio tonight from the YouTube arena. I'm not even going to interfere in this match. So as you can see, I haven't moved the Player One icon nowhere. So it's going to be Bruce Lee versus Shonuff, the Shogun of Harlem. And let me tell you, these men are both mustard. They will go in and get the job done. But who's going to come out on top? Can you dig that? So anybody who's watching this now, place your comments in the, you know what I'm saying, in the comment box as you're watching this. Call each match, because I don't predict anybody to be watching this live, but since I'm recording it live, I'm going to give it the commentary and all of that, you know what I'm saying? So we're going to dig on this match. I hate the fucking load time on this. It drives me crazy. But at least I could get the chat people up and just, you know, bump off, you know, whatever thoughts are in my mind. I've been watching a lot of YouTube videos, and today I watched WWF Fan 13's video about wrestlers that were pretty unpleasant when you meet them. They weren't very nice, or they're just rude, or, you know, that kind of thing. And I gotta say, I'm sorry that ever happened. You know what I'm saying? Myself, I'm not a kid. I mean, they should be a little more different, you know, towards kids. I gotta understand what an adult pretty much say what's on your mind, you know what I'm saying? But I've met a lot of these guys. I haven't met some of the people that you've met, but it's a shame that JBL kind of like gave you the brush. You know, it's kind of like stink eye, whatever. Tom Tiny Lester, the one you met from Zeus, I hear in actuality he really is a nice guy. He just probably was having an off day. I wouldn't take nothing to the heart on that, because overall, I hear he's a wonderful person. He contrary to his characters that he's played on film, he actually is a really nice guy to be hanging around. As for the other people you mentioned, I don't know. I never had the chance of meeting them, but like I said earlier, I'm sorry that happened. That's a bummer. But I can say I've been truly blessed that when I've met wrestlers, And I met Cousin Luke from the Bushwhackers, and you're right, that man is a friggin' sweetheart. He is the coolest, nicest individual I've ever met. Definitely a pleasure meeting him. And you know, you sit there, you chat him up, and you actually start to feel like family. That's how the man treats you, like you one of his kids, or you know, like you're his niece. You know what I'm saying? Or you're his nephew, or a cousin, or an actual cousin, and he gives you that love, and you know you shake his hand, and you can feel the love. You just want to grab the man, give him a hug. Yeah, man, thanks for, you know, you appreciate the fact that he's took the time out to be that cool. But I've had my experiences with certain wrestlers that weren't very pleasant to be around or nice to chat with. I met Chris Masters at Big Event 13, and that's one place. You know, I missed it this November 4th. I didn't have the finances to go down there. But I urge anybody and everybody who listens to this, watches this video, this match, or the whole thing, you will hear me mention Big Event NY, Big Event New York. You can go to the site, check it out. What's coming up for the next wrestling event that they're going to have, you know, meet and greet wise. They also have other events, so they're like a really cool company. The owner, Tommy, is a wonderful person. And he does not pay me to say any of this, which I wouldn't mind if he did. But they are like they get some of the nicest people, but I felt they made a mistake with Chris Masters, because he was not a pleasant person. Talking to him was like talking to wallpaper, and he had the personality of spilt pain. You know what I mean? He's just just stuck on himself, and just wasn't a very nice person. But Jake Roberts wasn't very kind to me. Where the last event that went down before the 4th, he was just, you know, he just came out of the accountability house with Diamond Dallas Page, YRG Yoga, DDP Yoga. It works. I mean, he looked great, you know, and so did Scott Hall. I got to meet him that same day too. But when I tried to meet Jake Roberts, he wasn't very pleasant, and he just ignored and walked away from people, you know. I mean, he had kids, young kids, running up to him, Mr. Roberts, Snake, Jake. They knew who he was, so it wasn't like that he wasn't relevant or anything like that. Maybe he just didn't know how to take all of that, you know. But I just wanted to say what's up, shake his hand, congratulate him on his journey to getting well, as opposed to the way he was. And he just gave me the brush and kept moving, you know. So I've met the Iron Sheik at this event, and let me tell you, that is one cool dude, man. A lot of people can say what they want about the Iron Sheik, but even though, you know what I'm saying, he was a heel the majority of his career, everybody sees him making these crazy videos, cursing out individuals or whoever he wants, and says what, you know, Justin Bieber has raisin balls and a grasshopper's dong or whatever. The man's hilarious. You know, he does hit some truth, you know, but what are you gonna do, right? Nice guy, got an autograph from him. I paid $45 for the DVD of Sheik's autobiography, believe it or not. And they try to squeeze another $25 out of me for the autograph. And I just told him, I said, you know, I ain't got the money, man. I says, you know, I've seen the trailers. Now I'm speaking to the Sheik. I says, you know, my Sheik, all I've seen were the trailers of this documentary. I've always, you know, wondered what was the life like of the Iron Sheik. And I told him, I said, I really wanted this copy for myself because I actually finally watched it, the documentary on the Sheik on Netflix. And yeah, man, it was really, really good. I don't know if anybody else has seen it, but I've spoken with the Megan brothers, the two gentlemen that helped put that together. Followed the Iron Sheik around for 7 years, literally 7 years. His family life, his drug addiction, his getting clean, him working out, you know, his interaction with his grandchildren, his daughters, the loss of his daughter. I mean, yo, this man has been through it, you know. I mean, really been through it because, you know, he lived a hard life. And personally, I feel like this where it comes to Cosgrove Hussein Vasiri, a.k.a. the legendary Iron Sheik, is that the Sheik could say whatever the hell he feels like. That man has lived his life. He's lived a tough life. He's suffered in his life. And, you know, he's had some of the best ups and some of the worst downs. And he still makes it his business to come out to meet and greets and tries not to let any of the fans down. And I say, God bless you, Iron Sheik. And, you know, that's why you've always been my favorite heel. You know? Even if I ain't got no loot, you my favorite boot, because you that #1 heel. You dig it? And, you know, it's a bummer when people meet their favorite wrestlers and they're not nice to them and they feel slighted. So, WWE fan 13, Miss WWE fan 13, I feel your pain, kiddo. And I hope all your other meet and greets are 10 times better than what you've had before, you know. You said you've met like over 200 professional wrestlers. I really haven't met that many, but the majority I have met were all Hall of Famers. And I've had the blessing of actually being friends with a couple. And the Wild Samoan Sika being the #1. When I lived in San Francisco, I was hanging out with him for like three and a half years. And treated me like I was his family. So, hope the meet and greets are better. WWE, I hope, fires JBL. I don't know if he's still working with them, because he is definitely a butthole. That's pretty much what I got to say about all of that. So, here we have Bruce Lee taking out Shonuff, the Shogun of Harlem. Sai-Fong Lee, the little dragon himself, Bruce Lee, the Fury, is victorious in this last man standing match. Up next, as I said before, it's the $1 million match. The suicidal, genocidal, homicidal, human highlight reel, Sabu to face El Santo for that title. So, everybody come check this one out and enjoy, share it, you know, and please give me a thumbs up. And please subscribe. Please do subscribe, man, because I'm trying to crank out as many good matches. And, you know, I like trying to commentate here and there, but I'm more of a chatter. You know, I like running my mouth a bit. And if you have a microphone, please do come on in, talk, whatever. You can join in on that. Don't hesitate to drop your comments in. You know, let me know how I can make my matches better, who I could put in there. Because I don't have a problem showing people my roster if they want to see what all created characters I actually have. Because I have some really good ones. Willie Robinson 1, who's actually a subscriber on my channel, and I'm a subscriber on his channel. And I go through a lot of his videos, and he's got some really cool guys that he uses for his wrestling promotion on. I don't know if it's Xbox or PS4, but I have PS4. And my YouTube Championship Wrestling has quite the variety of different guys. If you've watched my House of Horrors elimination match, you know I have the Jason, Freddy, the Scream character, Leatherface, Pinhead, Pennywise the Clown. I'm contemplating getting Doink the Clown to face off with Pennywise the Clown. But right now, we got the man, Sabu, coming out with a former manager of his, Paul Heyman. Sabu's lower ribs taped up right now. Sure, he's in a lot of pain. He's acknowledging the crowd and the fans, trying to get himself set up psychologically for this. Now, make no mistake, Sabu is usually a lot more wilder than this. But I think he's conserving energy because he knows he has to go against the Mexican luchador wonder himself, the one, the only, the legendary El Santo, the $1 Million champion. So I don't think he's going to overdo it. He's going to use everything he can and leave it all in the ring tonight with El Santo. And this title comes with a lot of money. Here he comes down the aisle now, the $1 Million champion, luchador extraordinaire, El Santo. It is presumed that this man is heaven sent by the other gods of wrestling to right the wrongs and punish all wrongdoers. And he is currently the $1 Million champion. Can't seem to remember for whatever reason who had this title before him. I believe it was Michael Myers. El Santo has held this title for quite some time and sends a lot of the money, donates a lot of money to his village in Mexico to help them and to make life better for the children in his part of the country. This is a very, very, generous man. And now, Sabu, the challenger, ready to face off with the one, the only, the legend himself of Mexican wrestling, the super luchador, El Santo. This man has actually had movies. Him and the Blue Demon had their own movies in Mexico, basically making them out to be like superheroes. So in actuality, believe it or not, the oldest superhero movie known to man is Batman. Look it up. Look it up, okay? The Batman. Batman and Robin used to have the serials back in the day, kind of like the Little Rascals. They were black and white movies, and Batman, well, he was Batman, you know, he wore the suit and everything. The only thing was the ears flopped to the side. And Robin had an afro. Go figure. But it was Batman and Robin. They drove around in a regular, car. And they actually had a bat cave, but there was no computers and stuff like that. It was just a cave with a big oak table in the middle and a chair. And that was it. And like a giant book, a ledger of sorts of chronicalizing the adventures of Batman. These guys were different. El Santo, the Blue Demon, they went against vampires, zombies, mad scientists, aliens from outer space. They were like some of the coolest movies. And displayed a lot of great wrestling moves against these characters in these movies. So if you get a chance, it may be difficult for you to understand a lot of the dialogue because it's in Spanish, but they were really good movies back in the day. So, Sabu with a stiff kick to the face, with another one on El Santo, just lacing it now with lowered the boom down there, took a shot at the basement with that short drop kick, and now with that face slam and a kick to the back. Sabu with that vicious right hand in the side of the head of El Santo. He's really working him over. Sabu, like I said, he wasn't going to show it out in the outside of the ring. He's going to leave it all in the ring tonight. Ooh, El Santo, slam and a running leg drop. Here we go. Misses and clips the referee with that moonsault. What was El Santo thinking? Oh my God. Uh-oh. Here he goes. El Santo. Oh, he's putting it to Sabu right now. Oh, hyperextending the back and stomping the right. I think it was the right forearm or the left. I don't know. Oh, but El Santo making Sabu pay. And he is making him pay big time. El Santo on the offense, giving Sabu shots. Here we go. Big scoop and a driver into the thing, into the canvas. El Santo off the top, up on the top rope. What he's got in store for Sabu. High cross body, bringing him crashing to the ground. And Sabu sucking wind, but Heyman jumping up on the apron, talking smack to Santo. The Saint getting jumped from behind by Sabu. And Sabu over the top, rolling back in with a giant leg drop. Look at this, Paul Heyman, sensing his man is in trouble, throwing the chair in front of the referee. Sabu going for the pin. But no, Paul Heyman talking crap. And Sabu chucking the chair out the ring after he clips El Santo across the back of the head. Now slamming Santo's face into the canvas. The Saint here is in a world of trouble. Big right hand from Sabu. Paul Heyman, a very happy man with his purple tie. A chunky little troll. Rooting Sabu on. By the by, I know there's a lot of people going to be watching. Whoa, Arabian Facebuster. This match might be over. I swear, I'm a big AJ Styles fan, and I love AJ Styles' work. But we're going to have to face reality here, folks. On Sunday, Brock Lesnar is going to hurt AJ Styles a lot. If anybody thinks that AJ Styles is going to win, then God bless you, because I hope so too. But it's going to cost him a lot, and he's going to get hurt. A lot of people went up against Brock Lesnar on a big Arabian Facebuster from the top rope. Sabu going for the pin. 1, 2. Oh, Santo kicking out. Sabu cannot believe it. That's a life-changing match there in itself with Brock Lesnar. That's like being in the Elimination Chamber, the ladder match. I mean, you're gonna get a beating all the fucking way around. Like you were in a cage, getting hit by a car, while a megalodon shark biting you in your ass. Oh, El Santo, what a move! Trying to take out Sabu, giant Insigiri. Sabu trying to kick the cobwebs out of that head of his, and El Santo with a, oh damn! El Santo has got his rhythm back, and he knows that this $1 million that he's getting for being the champion, the $1 million champion, he could lose. German suplex, butterfly hook, and Paul Heyman pulls the ref out. What the hell? Santo almost won the match, and Paul Heyman yanks the referee out. Drop kick to the side of Sabu's head. El Santo está encojonado, meaning that he is pissed. Okay? Here we go. Look at this. A flip. A lot of people call it a monkey flip, but it's a flip, all right? And Santo did it well, and along with that leg drop. Now, taking a hold of Sabu, going for that flip again. Into the corner with Sabu, and Santo just flipping him like a flapjack. And Paul Heyman not happy. Sabu reversing it on El Santo, and now pulling him out towards the middle of the ring. Sabu going for the pin. 1, 2, and Santo kicking out. The Saint is denying Sabu the $1 million title, and now Sabu with a vicious drop kick in between the shoulder blades of the Saint, and he is getting it bad. Sabu with a nerve pinch into the trapezius muscle, just really wrenching it, putting him through some serious pain. And now the would-be champion Sabu going for a ball. Oh, looks like he's pulling off the mask. No, he's fixed the mask. And Sabu going for the pin. 1, 2, and he kicks out. Sabu versus the Luchador here is turning out to be quite the hot match. What a drop kick. Sabu just seriously vicious. 15 pounds of gold and diamonds insured for over $1 million, well over $1 million, the $1 million title. And El Santo is not giving this up without a fight. And Paul Heyman, happy, his man, Sabu, 1, 2, he may catch the win, no. Wow, holy shit. Sabu is spent, pissed, and confused, and frustrated. And El Santo taking a vicious beating. He is back on his feet and ready to give it another go. Oh my God. El Santo, you can see the blood under the mask. And Sabu now having his way with El Santo, but no. Look at this. Look at this. El Santo powerbomb. 1, 2. Wait a minute. He put him in a Boston Crab like Lion Tamer. And he's trying to get Sabu to submit. Paul Heyman freaking out in the corner. And Sabu fighting his way out. The Saint and Sabu, holy cow. Now, Paul Heyman running his mouth. He keeps this up. He is going to get ejected from the match for interfering. Front Russian leg sweep, taking him face down into the canvas. If he's not bloody under that mask, he's definitely soaked now. Sabu has him in the corner, knee lift, rolling him out, going to that second, top rope, and from the top rope, Arabian face buster. Oh my God, the Saint down and could be out, bloody. 1, 2, we have a new, wait a minute, we had a new $1 million champion, why didn't the bell ring? Wait a minute, Sabu dropping the elbow now. Sitting him up, standing him up, sets the offense for the Saint. Taking Sabu down with the Luchador roll down. Look at this. Hell's Gate. El Santo putting him in Hell's Gate. And Sabu trying to fight his way out of the submission move. The ref asking him. Sabu's got him. Oh, wow. He's out. He's out of it. But what an uppercut. Santo missing it. Yep, Brett busting that move out on him. Double underhook, German suplex. Paul Heyman interfering with the referee right now. Oh man, El Santo chopping it up with the crowd. Bloody under that mask. I'm surprised that hasn't bled out through the fabric yet. But here we go. A right hand of his own to the side of Sabu's head, stomping him in the lower back and legs. And Santo, the Saint, look at this. Brain buster into like a suplex. Sabu's neck now. Now Sabu's bloody. This isn't good for either wrestler because blood gets into the eyes. They'll be blind as bats. They're going to have one hell of a time trying to attack one another. Look at that. Missed the kick already. Sabu with the rocker dropper to the top rope. And Santo in a world of shit right now. Whoa, missing the move. That was a Harlem hangover. And Sabu landing on his tailbone. Oh, knee lift, Sabu, Arabian face buster, bloody. Oh my God, Santo. I know he's a mess under that mask too. And he is giving him the unicorn stomp like it's nobody's business. Into the turnbuckles, and Santo, knee lift again. Sabu going for another Arabian face buster, and it's done. This match should be over or stopped. And Santo is down, but not out. 1, 2, 3. We have a new $1 million champion. Holy sheep shit. And it is Sabu. Look at this, destroying him. Boom, that's one. Here's the other one. I think this is the one that put him away. Sabu destroying. And Santo in front of Paul Heyman. 1, 2, 3. Whoa, nope, that wasn't it. And Santo tried to put him away, and it didn't work out. But this was the final nail in the coffin. I think it was this Arabian face buster that did it all. And he goes for the pin again. And Sabu gets the 3 count. Unbelievable match. Sabu, bloody as all hell, receiving the $1 million title, making his manager very proud and happy because he gets a 15% of that cut. And the human highlight reel, Sabu has become the $1 million champion. I'll be right back. We won't go right into that next match. We will go into it when I get back. I'm sorry. So hang loose with me. I'll be right back in a couple of minutes. All right, sorry about that, fight fans. We're about to get down with some Jackie Chan and the Honky Tonk Man. All right, so let's roll into this match. Whoever stopped in, if you happen to look into this later on, thank you for stopping in. You know, wish you could have stayed for the match. All right, the Honky Tonk Man. Yes, outside of Macho Man, Honky Tonk Man was one of the greatest intercontinental champions that WWE ever had. He just about, held the title longer than anybody. Miz might talk his smack and say different, or whatever, but you know what? Nobody cares. Nobody cares about an MTV wrestler. That's my opinion. You know what I'm saying? Personally, if I was to go to a meet and greet, I wouldn't want to meet Miz. Just based on his behavior, on everything. This guy's life has pretty much been on camera since like mid to late 90s. Personally, I think he's a bozo deluxe. And, I'm not going to say... Well, no, I'll say it. I don't think he deserves a career in professional wrestling. He may be good at it, or the best or what have you, but that's not my guy. I'm not going to be like other dudes that'll sit there and, disrespect his old lady or his unborn child. But, on that end, dude, congratulations. And I hope it's healthy, happy, and very intelligent. Your unborn child, Miz, or Mike Mazzana, and Maurice. I'll say that, but as for you two, I have no respect for you guys. I do not like yous as human beings or otherwise, but where it comes to your unborn child, God bless it, and I hope that child is, as I said, is intelligent, happy, healthy, and beautiful. And, in that respect, that's what you guys deserve. And I hope everything works out well on that. Now, should you be running a faction? No, Miz Taraj is a joke. All right? You got Curtis Axel, the son of Mr. Perfect, who should be doing his own thing. And he should really, I'm sure he's a great wrestler in his own right, but he has to tone it down, dial it back, and water it down so everybody else can get ahead. Then you got Bray Wyatt's little brother, Bo Dallas, and there's the Honky Tonk Man with his guitar. He's a good wrestler in his own right, and he doesn't need the Miz. If the WWE wasn't the WWE, I think all these other wrestlers, these young wrestlers, outside of the ones that we see every week on television, would probably get equal amount of play, so to speak, or notoriety as all the others would, if they could, on their own merit. But unless you got your lips firmly planted to Vince McMahon's ass and your mouth open for Triple H's balls, you're not going to go anywhere in the WWE. So if I was anybody that's thinking about going to that shit, fuck it. Go with independence. Go overseas and avoid the WWE like the plague. But because WWE ain't what it used to be. It's bullshit. I just watch it because they're the only team in town right now. TNA is whack, and they're not going to give Billy Corgan, the kind of play that he wants with the NWA. And I really hope the NWA's product is better than TNA's. I personally would love to own and operate my own wrestling promotion, not to compete with Vince, but for my area, where I'm at, create local heroes and guys that, you know, that are gonna be around, give them the equal thing. You know what I mean? Just like, you know, the real independents would. You know, I would love to invite guys that are like in the mainstream out too if I had my own setup, because I think I could put on way better shows than the WWE for a more affordable price, and I would bet donuts to dollars you'll have a better time at one of the shows that I could dream up in my head than you would at Vince's show, Vince and Triple H's show. You know. Now, don't get me wrong. Raw and SmackDown have been really picking it up as of late, but there is a such thing as too little, too late. I'm just hoping that Survivor Series turns out to be better than past pay-per-views. I hope their writing gets better. Like, they really need writing. Really? Come on, man. This is a sport. You want to call it sports entertainment? Fine. You pussify it. You keep it politically correct for the non-gender social justice warrior bullshit, you know, that's going around. I like the old ways of things being done where it comes to professional wrestling. And oh wow, Honky Tonk Man smashing into the ref, taking him out. Jackie Chan with a shot to the kidneys to the Honky Man. That's two. And he goes for the trifecta, and Honky Tonk Man is hurting. Years and years ago, when it was a sport, and Bruno Sammartino held the belt, and it was like a legitimized sporting event, these guys really did go at one another tooth and nail like savages. They weren't these blown up muscle, no neck, roided up monsters. They were like regular dudes, and whoever was toughest, then they survived. That was it. You know, Roddy Piper started out that way. A lot of guys started out that way. You know what I mean? You could have been a bloke off the street and decided you wanted to wrestle. You did, and if you got better and you worked at it, you know, to a degree there was pageantry and maybe some scripted things going on, but not to the extreme that it is today. Back then, the majority of those matches were shoots, and if you're a real wrestling fan or you understand what the business slang is, a shoot is when everything gets real. It gets real quick, and you got to deal with it, you know? And that's how it used to be. They were happenings, as they would be called on TV. Those were some of the best matches. Like when Bob Backlund snapped and just, you know, demolished Billy Graham, tore him up. You know, I mean, literally bloodied him up, beat him with a chair. He even shoved his manager, Arnold Skolin, down to the ground to get him away from him because he really wanted at Billy Graham something ugly. Look at this, the Honky Tonk Man mocking Jackie Chan by doing push-ups on his back. Chan with a flying heel kick, dropping the Honky Tonk Man. Honky Tonk Man towers over Chan by a few inches. Chan is not worried about that. He is actually holding his own in the ring here. If you haven't figured out by now, my language is a bit coarse, blue, but that's what it is. That's who I am. And the beauty of YouTube and YouTube Championship Wrestling, there's no filter for us, for me here, okay? Like right now, Honky Tonk Man stomping the shit out of Jackie Chan for busting his face open. Jackie Chan getting snatched up, putting a suplex. Fuck me dead, that looked hurt. And Honky Tonk Man bleeding like a stuck pig. Cracked open his forehead by the Chan Man. And now, sidewalk slam, dropping him on the back, wrecking him up. Master Chan, serious backdrop, hurting Jackie. And Honky Tonk Man from the top rope, blood in his eyes, Whoa. Wind-up arm fist. A wind-up fist drop. And going for the pin. Only a count of 2. Jackie Chan in a world of shit right now. But yeah, that's what I was saying. My language is coarse. It's blue. It is what it is, and it's real, and it's true. I do not pull punches. I don't play games. When it comes to my games, there's no shame to it. So recognize. But I do acknowledge my fans, and I appreciate them a lot. If my language offends you, I'm sorry, but that's just the way I talk. If you enjoy watching my videos, that might be something you may have to endure. I'm not saying this to hurt your feelings or anything, but that's the way I talk. And make no mistake, I definitely appreciate everybody coming in and watching matches like this. The Honky Tonk Man, I don't even know if he used the shake, rattle, and roll to put Jackie Chan down, but Jackie Chan started off in the beginning of the match very strong, not getting it, but look at this. He pretty much dominated the majority of the match. Look at that. Look, oh wow. He tried valiantly, but look at this, the shake, rattle, and roll. Wow. Honky Tonk Man, bloody but victorious, beating Jackie Chan. He's cool. He's the Honky Tonk Man. He's cool. He's cocky, and he's bad. And he is the winner of this confrontation. There he goes. The Honky Tonk Man. This right here, the LES King, the one, the only, Luis Showtime Guzman, facing off back in the red and yellow, Hollywood Hulk Hogan. I don't know why this man insists on being called Hollywood. The only Hollywood cat I see there is Luis Guzman. This man has been in a lot of movies. Tons of movies. Granted, he played big characters, but for some reason, when he came out on the screen, those characters became larger than life. People remember Pachanga from Carlitos Way and Nacho Reyes from Carlitos Way, the Rise to Power. They also remember movies like Waiting, where he played Radimus, one of the cooks at TGI Fridays, and then Still Waiting, where he played the cook at a mock version of Hooters. He's also been in The Cowboy Way. He's currently on Code Black. I believe that's a CBS show. And the list goes. Puerto Ricans in Paris, where he got top billing with my man Edgar Garcia, also from the Lower East Side. We grew up together. He lived in the building next to mine. I knew his mother, his father, his sister Lourdes. Yeah, just awesome. The movie itself, it's funny. It's ghetto, even though it's abroad and in Paris. And I have never enjoyed a movie more than what I saw with Puerto Rican in Paris. Here he comes down the aisle right now. I see, Senor. Es Luis Showtime Guzman, the LES King. LES standing for Lower East Side, New York, baby. The 6 Lower, as it's known. Right on, baby. Representing for the barrio and New York. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. He is here. And the crowd is loving Luis Guzman. And he is ready to rock. Representing and here he comes down the aisle, back in the red and black and cleaned up, shaved, former WCW champion, former AWA champion, 6-time WWE champion, Hulk Hogan, also known as Hollywood Hulk Hogan. Let's see how Luis Guzman stacks up facing off against this individual. Not your normal, usual hype, but Hulk Hogan, now in his 60s, facing off with a man, I'd have to say in his late 40s, early to mid 50s, in Luis Guzman. And the both men are ready. The referee's about to ring the bell and let him go and let the blood flow. Enjoy the match. Okay, I can't stop. I can't not talk and watch this go on. Look at Hogan destroying Luis Guzman. This is unbelievable. Big boot. Hogan going for the pin. 1, 2. And Guzman, the LES King, kicking out. Oh my God. Oh my God, driving the knee into the back of the head of Luis Guzman, stomping away. Hogan, oh my God. Gonna turn this crowd against him, but no, you can't keep a vicious Puerto Rican down. Luis Guzman, second right hand. He got Hogan. Hogan slipping out of that move, reversing it, stomping him in the back. And Hogan trying to break Guzman's arm. Oh my God, look at this. He's going for that leg DDT. DDT in the leg. And this is going to be hard for Luis Guzman to stand now. And now he's just kicking in the hamstring of the brother. He's just wearing him down. Guzman fighting back, trying to mount the offense. Oh my good Jesus. He's just lacing him up. Hogan pulling himself up back to his feet. Luis Guzman snuffing him. Stole on him. Now, look at this. Pedigree. He has met the canvas. Hogan face down. And Guzman, 1, 2. And he kicks out. Vete pa' carajo. Holy shit. Are you kidding me? Luis Guzman plants Hogan with the pedigree, and now look at this with an arm drag. Hogan takes him down. Guzman out of breath there. Hogan, big suplex. Ow! Oh my God. Luis Guzman fighting the valiant fight here to stay alive and progress up the ladder, hoping to get a title. Guzman getting stomped in the hip, and Hogan busted him open as well. He's bloody. This is not a good look for Luis Guzman. But he is fighting his way. He is trying to do what he got to do to keep this fight rocking. 2, 3. Luis Guzman beats Hollywood Hulk Hogan. But was it worth the damage? Luis Guzman hip tossed over, as we see in the replay. Hogan dragging him around the ring and doing his damage to him. Look at this. He goes for the pin. Can't buy it. Hogan. Look at that. Guzman superplexes Hogan off the top rope. Goes for the pin. Couldn't get it that way. And now, look at this. Driving the elbow into the spine. Pulls him over. Tries to go for the pin here. 1, 2, and Hogan kicking out. He tries it here too, but Guzman not giving up the fight, man. He kept going for those pins. Let me tell you, bro. He finally got it off with that last shot, and Hogan is looking up at the lights, and Luis Guzman is happy in a pig, like a puerco en mierda. You're pig and shit. Guzman is victorious. We're going to jump into the next match. That was kind of hot. I like watching, you know, people from my barrio get up there. Right now, we got former champion Bob Backlund. 2-time champion. Second time he beat Bret the Hitman Hart at Survivor Series in an I Quit towel match due to some chicanery by the late great Owen Hart, convincing his mother to throw the towel in for Bret Hart. And of course, the one-man wrecking crew himself. Beat him if you can, survive if he allows you. The human suplex machine, Taz. This is the creator of Suplex City, and he's facing off with former champion Bob Backlund. And to be 100% clear, Taz is a Triple Crown ECW champion. World title, television title, tag title, and if you want to throw in the fourth title, which would be a quadruple crown champion, the Fuck the World champion, the FTW title holder, Infinity Taz. Make no mistake, this submissions match is going to be something, so to speak, for the ages. Because unfortunately, it'll never happen. This is a dream match. You know, not just for myself, but to anybody who's ever dug on, what do you call it? Something like this. So, please enjoy this one. I know I'm gonna, and I'm actually gonna continue sharing this match on my phone as I talk to everybody here. Now I know I don't have a crowd watching right now, although that would be awesome if I did. But this is going to be a good match. I'm just going to enjoy this. And here we go. As they say, it's about to go down. The originator of Suplex City, Taz. He is here for nothing more than wanton destruction, domination, and oh my God, this man from the Red Hook section of Brooklyn, no joke, and just a complete and utter badass. This is Taz, showing absolutely no fear. He's not even paying attention to Bob Backlund. I mean, talk about being disrespectful, right? He's actually... Now, here we go. And I suggest anybody that like tunes in now, when I'm done actually rolling this, recording this, so to speak, definitely watch it from the beginning if you can. I know right now I'm sharing everything as well on Snapchat, and I hope everybody watches on Snapchat and shares it amongst their peoples, that kind of thing. I would really appreciate that. But here we go, right? It's going down. The submission match of the ages, right here. Taz and what do you call it? And Bob Backlund about to work it out. So we could dig on that. Taz going to the top rope. This doesn't happen often, but when it does, he makes sure he can actually inflict the pain he needs to inflict. This is going to be a rough one. Sharing this right now on Twitter at Vega the Unbound. Definitely check this out. Please subscribe to my channel and share this. These are actually really fun videos to watch. And unlike the wrestling that's on television now, you'll know for a fact who is the definitive winner in my promotion. Not to mention people out there who are actually broadcasting their own matches on Snapchat and Twitter and YouTube. Their matches are real. No bullshit. None of that backroom politic bullshit. So you're gonna, whoever you go to that's doing what I'm doing and what they're doing. Look at this, head knob suplex, boom! Or they call it the capture suplex. Bob Backlund getting it. Look at this. Oh, Taz in that armbar, and Backlund, what's he gonna do? Oh! 2 shots to the face, loosened up his grip, and look at this. Backlund with a belly to belly, and now, look at that. Oh, man. Wow, what a suplex. Taz getting a taste of his own medicine from Bob Backlund. Bob Backlund with that wild clotheslines. And look at that. Wow. Chopping it up with the crowd, Mr. Bob Backlund taking on Taz. I gotta find an Andrew Anderson on the creative community. Whoa! Taz, early with the Taz mission, he's got it locked in. Wow. Oh my God. Bob Backlund refusing to give up. Taz tightening his grip, and Backlund getting out of it. Holy cow. Taz had his hold broke by Bob Backlund. Now, going for the camel clutch or Steiner recliner. He is working Bob Backlund something ugly. Taz really doing a number on him. My God, but Bob Backlund figuring a way out of there. Now with a series of right hands across the back to wear Taz down some. And Taz taking him. And now an abdominal stretch. Locked in on Bob Backlund. What the hell? Taz working over the former champion, and Bob Backlund getting out, making way, trying to mount the offense on Taz. Look at this. This is a classic Backlund move here. Look at him. And he's going to stomp on that left arm. Oh. That puts a lot of wear on the shoulders, too. You know what I mean? So any way you cut it, he's going to hurt. Backlund rolls him over. Look at this. With a bridge. And Taz kicking out of that. There's no pin. This is a submissions match. Look at that. Taking a stiff shot from Backlund, and Taz looked at him like he was crazy. Taz sitting Backlund on the top rope, perched up. Watch this. Look at this. Back suplex, dropping him hard, sustaining a bit of damage himself. The Red Hook native of Brooklyn got Bob Backlund in the armbar. Backlund screaming and howling in pain, refusing to give up. He will not give Taz the satisfaction. Look at this. Now, 1, 2, a series of right hands to the face. You know that left arm is hurting. Taz whipping Bob Backlund over. And now driving the elbows into the trapezius muscles of Bob Backlund and in the neck area there. He's really working them. Now stomped him across the gut again with another shot to the midsection. And now Taz with a deadlift suplex. Bang! Showing him another section of his original stomping grounds, a Suplex City. Bob Backlund trying to mount the offense. Unfortunately for Taz, look at that. Bob Backlund going for that crossface chicken wing. And Taz, holy cow, taking a shot to the kidneys. Now, I didn't know that was a prelude to this move, but now Bob Backlund wrenching the arm, pulling back on the throat, choking him out, and Taz escaping from the crossface chicken wing. And now, Northern Light suplex, no bridge to hold the pin in. Wow, he's doing it up. Wow, what man, oh Manischewitz. He is really pushing his luck. Bob Backlund wrenching the arm on Taz. Look at him. He's just really wrenching. I know when he gets him for that crossface chicken wing again, Taz might just tap out. Now, Backlund assaulting the kneecap of the left leg of Taz, hoping to keep him grounded. Not that Taz is a high flyer, but no, driving the elbow into the heart of the monster himself. The one-man wrecking crew, Taz, looks to be like he's off a step, but he's trying to mount the offense against Bob Backlund here. And now Taz, with an abdominal stretch, trying to make the attempt of wearing down Bob Backlund. And Bob Backlund getting out of that one. Here we go, Taz now going for the Kata Hajime. And now the Taz mission synced in on Bob Backlund. Backlund screaming no. He taps out. He can't take it. Taz winning the submission match against Mr. Bob Backlund. Holy cow, look at this. Entered him into Suplex City. Backlund forgetting he was in a submissions match. And now, look at this. He goes for the choke out. And, locks the legs and brings him down. Backlund getting wrenched something ugly here. And that was it. He tapped out. He could not take the Kata Hajime. Taz, very lucky. Backlund didn't get that second crossface chicken wing in. And here is your winner, Taz. Next match coming up, I believe it to be Vampiro and Austin Aries. Now, I'm not sure if Austin Aries or Vampiro was in TNA, but I believe that this is definitely a first meeting, and it's about to go down. Now, the match is loading up. Anybody that pops in here and decides to watch the match, leave your comment below who you think is going to win and enjoy the match. Just know that I already know who's going to win. I just love watching these fights, and I love the feedback of some of the people that, watch the matches and enjoy them. That's the whole point of this, of me putting this together. Unfortunately, I didn't have the luck of going to the big event Unfortunately, I made absolutely nothing in the attempts of raising money to get a camera to go down and shoot live footage of the New York big event 13 in LaGuardia Plaza Hotel. It's just a shame, you know. Hopefully things will be better. I'll be able to do it for big event 14 when it rolls around at the LaGuardia Plaza Hotel. I would have loved to have gotten more subscribers, more viewers, more likes and thumbs up. I think that might have assisted and probably put me on the YouTube radar where I could have made the money to be able to do a live show from LaGuardia, from the convention, wrestling conventions, with what I'm doing here on YouTube with the YouTube Championship Wrestling. Please, everybody tune in for the main event that's coming. I sent a lot of invites to watch this match, watch all these matches. So right now, coming to the ring to meet up with Vampiro is Austin Aries, former partner of AJ Styles, faced AJ Styles numerous times in TNA Wrestling. I think I'll be bringing AJ Styles to the YouTube arena for a couple of matches, borrowing him from SmackDown. And we're going to have ourselves a good time in the YouTube Championship Wrestling arena here. And as I said before, this broadcast of the YouTube Championship Wrestling show coming out of Cincinnati, Ohio. Right now, Vampiro on the outside, chomping at the bit, can't wait to get his hands on Austin Aries as he concludes his entrance. Now making his way back in the ring, Vampiro ready to go. So is Austin Aries. Raise the bell, and they're good to go, folk. Vampiro with a Thes press, now striking him with the head with the elbows, right between the eyes. Austin Aries right away, early in the match, in the thick of it, and getting hurt. And Vampiro with a neck snap, dragging him over. The ocho pa pene, bro. He almost snapped his neck to where he could get to it. And now, with the ball bat, dropping it, Austin Aries showing no mercy. This is a pinfalls count anywhere match. And Austin Aries driving Vampiro into the steps, grabbing the baseball bat, and letting him have it right across the rib cage. Sit down, JBL. You ain't doing nothing. And now, driven into the steps again, Vampiro. Austin Aries having a good old time with him. Austin Aries, make no mistake, is a great high flyer. And, you know, him going up against the luchador, I'd say he's evenly matched. But Vampiro is just a little bit more than what normal wrestlers bargain for at times. So, Austin Aries, good luck with this one. But he is definitely having his way with Vampiro at the moment. Vampiro coming out in that awesome Misfits shirt. Vampiro has been tied to Juggalo Championship Wrestling, Lucha Underground as a commentator, WCW, and the Misfits, bringing them to WCW. And let me tell you, man, it's been really cool to watch. So if you get a chance, man, jump on your WWE network, check that stuff out with Vampiro. There's plenty of it on there. It's really cool. Austin Aries taking Vampiro into the crowd and now rolling him back over. That little girl was shocked to see Austin Aries take that shot at Vampiro. Now walking him to the back Oh, wow, look at this. Here we go. Side Russian leg sweep on the concrete. Austin Aries having his way with Vampiro. Scooping up a chair. He's about to bless him. Here we go. Oh, my God. A right hand from Vampiro. Stopping the attack. And now Austin Aries trying him out of offense against the luchador rudo or heel Vampiro. And now with a Thez press lighting up the face of Austin Aries. And now Vampiro driving the elbows once again between the eyes of Austin Aries. And now a knee drop across the throat. Vampiro still having his way with him. And now the boot to the hamstring. Vampiro standing him up, but a jawbreaker from Austin Aries. Breaking up the mood there. And now Austin Aries, I think, is going to bring the action back to the ring. Nope, a knee lift. I guess Vampiro was giving him some resistance and giving him a European uppercut. And now hip toss to the ground, knee drop into the face. And Vampiro seems here that he has the upper hand against Austin Aries. Austin Aries with a judo flip, taking him down on the concrete hard. And look at this. A stomp to the side of the head. Vampiro is in pain. And now Austin Aries doing what he does best. And of course, reversal by Vampiro, fighting his way back out of this deficit of energy now. Now he's trying to take the low road here with this folding chair, but it isn't, because it's a pinfalls count anywhere match. And if it's going to go down, it's going to go down. Ow, on the concrete, that left arm. Vampiro just having his way with Austin Aries in their first and only meeting, I believe. I can be stand corrected. It has happened before. Look at this. Oh, man, what a drop on the knee to the back of the head of Austin Aries. And now Austin Aries busted open by Vampiro. And now the real beating begins. DDT with the leg on the concrete, driving the foot and ankle into the floor can really do damage. And Vampiro waiting for Austin Aries to get back on his feet. I think he's going to give him an opportunity. But I think this opportunity is going to be short-lived. Vampiro just seems to be waiting. And now, overhand right and a European uppercut across the throat. And Austin Aries, bloody and just in pain. A headbutt, an overhand right, and another uppercut. And Vampiro just lacing him through the audience with some serious shots. Another European uppercut. Aries taking another hard shot. And now Aries tying him up with a knee lift. And Aries trying to mount the offense with a right hand. I'm surprised they don't go up the steps, but that's cool too. And now a right hand from Vampiro trying to gain control, some kind of leverage, but Aries denying him. But he's not going to be denied. This can be going on for a minute here. Who knows? These men are just savages right now. Austin Aries has seen his blood, and Vampiro's having fun spilling it. There's a headbutt, now a stiff right hand, another one to the back of the head, and a European uppercut. Who knows where they're going to go with this, but Austin Aries now walking him back through the crowd, well, the aisleway. Who's to know what's going to happen? And I don't know what he's trying to do here, Austin Aries. But once again, he's got a hold of Vampiro. I don't know if he wants to put him through the table, if he wants to take him back to the ring. I have no idea where these guys. Nope, he's going over here. I think he wants to put Vampiro through a table. Another knee lift, trying to wear down Vampiro. Nope, I believe he's going back to the ring, and Vampiro with a headbutt and a right to the jaw, sending Austin Aries reeling. And now, backdrop onto the knee. Vampiro was going to hit him with the chair, just threw it down, and now he's just waiting to get up, waiting for him to get up, and now he tried to mount some kind of finisher on him. It didn't work out. And now right hand sending him, right hand from Aries, and then left. Vampiro with the driver going for the pin. 1, 2. Here we go with 3. Yes. On the outside and in the audience, Vampiro takes the match. Austin Aries, good fight, brother, but good night. You were beat. That's just the way it is, and some things will never change, as the song says. Vampiro victorious at the YouTube Arena. I hope everybody enjoyed this one. I know I did. And Vampiro is your winner with Austin Aries. The next match coming up is about to go down. The franchise, Shane Douglas, with his new valet, Summer Rae, against the one, the only, the true living legend himself, from Abruzzi, Italy, by way of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, one Mr. Bruno Sammartino. This man collectively has damn near held the title 11, 12 years, something like that. A lot of years. His first reign was about 5, and then the second one was close to 7 years. Bruno Sammartino was definitely a true champion in every respect of the word. Because back in the day when Bruno was champion, you actually had to beat him if you wanted that belt. It all depended on how bad you wanted it, you know. So he also trained the living legend Larry Zbyszko, also the other legend Larry Zbyszko, who trained his son, the living legacy Timothy Zbyszko. From what I understand, he's a great wrestler in his own right. So the franchise invoking his automatic rematch after a while, after losing the YouTube championship, and now Shane Douglas has come back for that belt, and he wants a piece of Bruno. Bruno, who's been wrestling in tag teams with Bob Backlund, don't know how he's going to do or how he'll fare in this singles match. Right now, Lillian Garcia making the announcement. This match is for the YouTube World Championship title. Coming to the ring now, the challenger, also from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, I believe, by way of Philadelphia, the one and only, the franchise, Shane Douglas, being led to the ring by Summer Rae. Well, actually following him to the ring right now, Miss Summer Rae. The rumor around the campfire is that Shane Douglas would like to bring out a new triple threat. And now, there you go, the franchise himself, former ECW champion, former ECW television champion. I believe he's won the tag belts as well. Former WCW champion with Ricky Steamboat. Former Intercontinental title champion in the WWE. although he held that belt for a very short time. Now waiting for his opponent. A very accomplished man and Hall of Famer. He is the current YouTube World Heavyweight Champion. Unfortunately, whoever made Bruno just made his gut protrude a little bit too much, but the guy looks good. He is our champion, and it's about to go down. This is a rematch for the YouTube World's title. That Shane Douglas, the franchise here, wants a rematch from their big pay-per-view battle. Now, I'm going to let everybody enjoy this. I'm not going to commentate. I'm going to let the match speak for itself. This is for the YouTube World Heavyweight Championship. In the corner to the right, weighing in at 238 pounds, former ECW champion, the franchise, Shane Douglas. And to the corner to the left, from Abruzzi, Italy, currently living in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, he is the YouTube World Heavyweight Champion, Bruno Sammartino. The living legend, saying goodbye for the belt, to the belt, as the referee brings it over to Shane, and now showing it to the crowd. This is what they're here for. The World's Heavyweight Championship of YouTube. Bruno Sammartino and the franchise Shane Douglas. Enjoy. was a match. Bruno Sammartino, Shane Douglas, you know, he tried to dominate at the very beginning. Bruno not letting it happen. Tough man. You know, in the end, look at this. Bruno having his way and nothing but the, look at this. The Italian bear hug right there. The big Italian bear hug. This man took a hold of you. You knew you were done. And the Abruzzi Bear from Italy via Pittsburgh, PA, and still the heavyweight champion of the world, the one and only, the living legend himself, Bruno Sammartino. Look at this. Proud of his belt, proud of himself. This victory belongs as much to the fans as it does to Bruno, and he is proud to make these people happy, and he deserves to be a champion. And he is your winner and still the heavyweight champion of YouTube Championship Wrestling, Bruno Sammartino, the living legend. Well, that's the end of these matches, peoples. I hope y'all enjoyed everything. If you were watching or you watched this match later on, these matches later on, I want to show you the lineup of matches. So if you happen to catch this at the very ending, this was the lineup. Okay? The first match was a last man standing match with the one and only Fury, the Dragon himself, Bruce Lee versus Shonuff. And, well, let's not ruin the whole mystique of who won, who lost. But watch the matches, enjoy them as much as I enjoyed making them for you guys. Thanks for tuning in. Those who popped in and then popped out, you know, it's a shame nobody I knew or that I sent these to actually popped in. I wanted them to check it out too. But at any rate, I had fun putting it together for you guys. Thanks for watching and God bless.